So these are the 3 habits that changed everything this month. I have lost 5.4 pounds. So this last week, I lost a total of 0.8 pounds, just under a pound. But I've lost over 5 pounds for the month. And that is really significant because as some of you who have been following me on my channel have seen, I've really kind of struggled hitting plateaus, going up a little, down a little, really for like a couple months before Christmas. I just was kind of stuck. And so today I want to talk to you about the 3 habits that I changed that I think made the difference in me starting to lose weight again. Number 1, I increased my protein. I honestly think this was the biggest thing that's helped me to lose weight for a number of reasons. Not just that I'm burning fat more effectively and fueling my body, but that it's giving me more energy having that protein. And the other thing that I think it's been doing more than anything else is that it's making me feel more full. So I'm not overeating, I'm not snacking as much, I'm not looking for something to, oh gosh, if I could have one more thing today, I gotta have it. I'm not searching through the refrigerator and just, thinking constantly about food. It's really been a game changer increasing my protein. So if you're feeling hungry during the day and you're wondering, why is it that I just feel like I need to eat every second? Well, some of it could be emotional eating, but I think a lot of times our bodies really are hungry. We're trying to store fat. We're trying to take care of ourselves in case, something happens. We always have that thing. I think physically it's a metabolic reality that, we're trying to store fat for an emergency. That's the way it was in the old days. And food was more scarce. It wasn't as abundant. And I think a lot of that carries over to today. So number 1, I increased my protein. I eat it at every meal. I eat it at every snack. I try to make sure that I have a lot of protein first thing that I have my first breakfast of the day. Now, I usually don't eat until about 9 or 9:30, but when I eat, I try to make sure I have close to 40 grams of protein. And you can do this a lot of different ways. You can add egg whites to your eggs or to your waffles. You can, have yogurt, a high protein yogurt along with your breakfast. I mean, you just can do so many things. And I think if you're trying to, get more full, and I read the comments, many of you just struggle with snacking and night eating. And I think if you make sure you're getting enough protein throughout the day, it's going to help you significantly. And I'm shooting for about 140 grams a day. I think even for me, that's a little bit low. I don't know, but that is a significant increase over what I was eating before. I was struggling to get to 100 grams a day. So now I'm at about 140 grams a day, and it is making a big difference. Number 2 on my list is that I'm tracking everything that I eat. So when I started this, I guess it would be a new lifestyle, almost 2 years ago, I started a program called Trim Healthy Mama. It really helped me lose a significant amount of weight. And I think I just started plateauing for a lot of reasons, but I think the big one is I had just gotten used to the diet. And secondly, I really wasn't tracking my food. I was just cooking the recipes out of the cookbooks, and then I'd have large servings and different kinds of things. Now I'm really paying attention. If something on a recipe says that it's 8 servings, I divide those servings up in 8 and I eat 1/8 of that meal so that I can calculate the calories and the protein. Now, I know I should probably be looking at carbs and fat and all that kind of stuff, but right now my 2 goals are calories and protein. I'm trying to stay under 1,400 calories a day, and I have a big range. It depends on what I'm eating during the day, but I try not to go over 1,400 calories, and then again, I try to stay at the 140 grams of protein. And I think that has worked well. So in addition to tracking the portion size. I'm also trying to make sure that I'm counting the calories. If I have a piece of cheese in the middle of the day, I add that into my calories and into my protein so that I make sure that I'm not overeating. I think it's so easy when we're going throughout our day to think, okay, I'm tracking breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Well, you forget about all those bites and licks and, and nibbles throughout the day. And I think if you start tracking them, you'll realize that a lot of those things are just a lot of extra calories. And the other thing, this isn't number 3, but kind of along that line, is that I've started to drink more of the sparkling water. I do have a Diet Dr. Pepper every once in a while. Like once a month. But I don't drink a lot of carbonated sodas. I do like the sparkling waters. They're a 0 calorie. They're kind of refreshing because you do have some carbonation, but I just think it's kind of a nice way. Sometimes if I'm hungry, I'll actually go grab a sparkling water and that will kind of do it. Or I'll make a hot tea during the day. That does it. It's enough that it kind of fills me up and I'm done till the next meal. And the third thing that I've done is that I have increased my strength training. I am now training 3 days a week. I go Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and I exercise. I do arms one day, I do legs one day, and then I do whole body the third day. And then after I'm done with that, I do some type of cardio for 15 to 20 minutes. And then I usually they have kind of this cryo machine where you stay on it for like 15 minutes. It compresses your legs, so it helps you not having muscle aches and things like that. So I usually do that for about 10 minutes. So, I'm really not at the gym longer than about an hour to an hour and 15 minutes. And I go early in the morning, so it really doesn't affect my day at all. It actually helps me have a lot more energy and feel really good throughout the day. So I think that third day of strength training is really helping me. It's not too much. It's not more than I can handle. In fact, on that note, starting in I think it's a week and a half, I'm going to be starting the Anatoly Challenge. So I read online that he hasn't done a challenge like this in close to 2 years. He does challenges for yourself to lose weight, but this is a group challenge with people that want to join the challenge. There's prizes at the end of it. There's all kinds of things. For me, the biggest prize would be toning up more for summer and losing a little bit more weight. So I start the challenge March 4th. I'm going to be doing my before pictures tomorrow. That's very nerve-wracking, but I'm going to do it. I am going to do some before pictures and send them in. The program is 7 weeks. I will wait until I'm done with the program, do my after photos, and send those in and hope that I have some good success on the diet. Over the last, it's been over the last month, I have been following the Anatoly diet somewhat. I try to incorporate a lot of the things that he says, but I don't eat as many carbs as he recommends. I did cut back on the carbs. I think it's just the way my body metabolizes them when I'm trying to lose weight. So I try to be careful with the carbs, but I am trying to make sure that I'm doing a lot of the other things as far as eating plenty of protein and different things. So I feel between those 3 things that it has made a difference. I've lost over 5 pounds in the last 30 days, and I really attribute a lot of that to those small changes that I've been making. So that's what's been going on with me over the last month and the last week. I did have success. I just want to keep encouraging all of you. If you are trying to lose weight, if you are trying to start a diet, or you can do this. Hang in there. Just, feel free to watch some of my What I Eat in a Day series. I've got quite a few videos now. I'm going to continue to do that as much as I can. I mean, my week gets busy like everybody's, but I am trying to put out 2 or 3 videos a week on what I eat in a day. I've heard from many different people that it's really been helpful to them. I'm going to be doing a video on a queso chicken mac and cheese. You do not want to miss that video. And that'll be coming out in the next couple of days. So anyway, I hope this is helpful. I hope it inspired somebody out there to stay on the wagon, continue losing. I'm over 77 pounds now. I think I hit 77.5 this morning. So I'm very close to hitting 80 pounds, just, a couple pounds away, and I'm so much closer than I've ever been. I've never lost this much weight. But I'll tell you what, I am surprised. It's been difficult, but it's been easy at the same time. I have made a lot of small changes, and I've made some real big changes, but every day I just try to stay focused on doing what I need to do, realizing I'm gonna have ups and downs, and just trying to be as consistent as I can. Go to the gym, don't skip working out, make sure I eat a breakfast with lots of protein in it, continue to watch my calories, my portions, all of it. It makes such a difference. So thanks for watching today. If you're not a subscriber to my channel, please consider subscribing. Give me a like, a thumbs up, or ring that bell for future notifications, and I will see you next time. Hopefully on that chicken queso crockpot recipe. Yum, yum. All right, have a great week, everybody. Bye-bye.